Okay,
Yeah, we need
good.
that. We need that. We need that. So good afternoon, everyone. This is a wonderful moment in public service. Of course, the presentation of the Richardson Dilworth Award. You're going to hear from a couple of us, and I'm joined, of course, by Rhina Cutler, Deputy Mayor for Transportation and Utilities, Joe Giacovini, who is really our co-partner in all of this, and you'll meet the other guy in a second. Let me thank Joe and the entire firm at Dilworth Paxson for sponsoring the award and, of course, chairing the nominating panel. All of the members of the nomination panel who offered their time to choose to be involved in this process and, of course, ultimately to choose a worthy recipient. I want to acknowledge many members of the nomination panel are here with us, and just ask that they might stand and be recognized when I read their name. Obviously, Joe Giacovini, Sharice Lilly, Nina Ahmad, George Burrell, Judith Mondre, Council President Anna Verna, Stella Sly, Liz Dow, Pat Coulter, Bishop Audrey Bronson, John Chin, Deborah Dilworth, Bishop, and Chris Cashman. No, I saw Chris. Again, I want to thank all of you, the ultimate in public service, serving on a panel to choose a great public servant. So again, I want to thank you all for your time and your efforts. The Mayor's Fund for Philadelphia provided staff support, and that, of course, is Ed Fisher and Tricia Rail, who's a National Urban Fellow at the Fund for Philadelphia, and they gave a tremendous amount of time and attention to this award. And so Ed and Tricia, I see Tricia, I lost track of Ed, but can we please, it's over there, please give them both a big round of applause as well. A longtime public servant herself and continues to serve in different capacities, but Linda Orfanelli. Linda, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Maya Giacomowitz and Katie Martin, who manage the award program on behalf of the Mayor's Office. Maya and Katie, thank you both. Those two over there, please recognize them. Suzanne B. Miller and Mary Hortzman, of course, providing the overall structure, focus, and support for all of us in this process of keeping track of all the nominations. So, Suzanne and Mary, thank you both very, very much. Give them a big round of applause. And joining us here today is, of course, the first winner of this particular award, and now Illinois Commissioner Carlton Williams. Here's Carlton. The Richardson Dilworth Award was created to honor city employees who demonstrate excellence in public service, working hard every day, often without fanfare. Richardson Dilworth Award winners show outstanding commitment and dedication to their work and service to all Philadelphians. Mayor Dilworth was a great advocate for Philadelphia's civil service system and cared deeply for this city. His enduring legacy lives through many of our city employees who place their city and their fellow citizens first. They do their jobs because they want to serve their city and make it a better place to work, live, and raise our families. We feel their impact every day as we drive on our streets, visit our businesses, go to our libraries, or walk in our parks. These men and women are our firefighters, they're our police officers, our recreation center coaches, and our librarians. They improve the lives of our citizens and make Philadelphia one of the best places to live in America. Today we honor each of them and their service with this award. When I first proposed the creation of this award, I knew that we needed to get the help of the individual who actually worked with Mayor Dilworth for decades and who was the chairman of the law firm where Mayor Dilworth started. His dedication to honoring Richardson Dilworth's memory is extraordinary, and he's been a wonderful partner and a friend to public servants in Philadelphia for a long, long period of time. It's for this reason that Joe Giacovini serves as the chair of the Richardson Dilworth Award selection panel. I'd also like to announce that next year, Joe has made it possible to bring in more partners to support this award. Folks like Dan Elfrey and Independence Blue Cross will be co-sponsors of this award program next year. And I want to thank Independence Blue Cross, Dan Elfrey, and certainly Chris Cashman, and the Dilworth Paxson firm for their continued support. Can we please recognize both of these firms? But as a small token of our gratitude, I'd like to actually present Joe with this Richardson Dilworth Award for Distinguished Public Service founding sponsor plaque. All right, so we need an acronym. We need an acronym for that, commemorating his commitment to Philadelphia's public servants. And so, first and foremost, for you, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Quite a surprise. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. The individual that we're going to hear from in a second is greatly respected by his colleagues. This is a go-to person when you want to get something important done in Philadelphia. He's been with the city government for 28 years and has served in many capacities in the Streets Department, the Revenue Department, Department of License and Inspections, the Managing Director's Office, and currently in the Office of Transportation and Utilities. His reputation precedes him wherever he goes, and several of his signature projects still positively impact the city today. During Mayor Street's administration, he oversaw the city's logistical efforts to plow every street in Philadelphia following a snowstorm. We still follow his plan today. And Philadelphia is one of the most successful cities on the East Coast in preparing for and responding to snowstorms and other emergencies. In July of 2006, he oversaw and managed the welcoming and processing of more than 4,000 Lebanese-American refugees from the Lebanon War, coordinating with 18 federal, state, and city agencies. Philadelphia received national accolades for his work. During Hurricane Irene, he spent the entire night at the Emergency Operations Center working to keep Philadelphians safe. His dedication to the city and its residents is unmatched. In addition to the important impact of his work, this individual is recognized as being a strong mentor, a trusted colleague, and a significant team member to many. He is humble, professional, extremely hardworking, and widely respected for his acumen. And so she doesn't know this, but I know the special relationship between the two. And so Rhina Cutler is actually going to tell you who it is.
But never shy for words. I am honored and proud and pleased to tell you who it is. It's like the Emmys, you know, the envelope, please. But I do want to share one very brief story with you. Way back in the day, after Mayor Nutter was elected, but before he took office, and somehow or other he sprinkled me with fairy dust and got me to come back to city government, which I assure you was no slight undertaking. And as I agreed to do so and left the mayor's office, I immediately, and I mean immediately, got on my cell phone and called John Elfrey and said, I'm not sure how this happened, but I am coming back to the city, and if I manage to do nothing else today, it is to convince you to please come to work for my group. And I explained to him how the mayor's vision to set up the system with deputy mayors and, you know, what was going to be in the group. And without much hesitation, emphasis on much. I convinced John that this was really the only place in the city government he will ever want to work. And then I called the mayor and agreed to take the job. So when I left the mayor's office, I was thinking about it. And after John told me he'd be happy to join the mayor's office of transportation and utilities, which didn't exist yet, I called the mayor back and said, okay, fine, I'll take the job. So I could not be more proud, and I think that's a pretty telling story, having been with the city government before, that the one person I wanted by my side was John Elfrey. So I couldn't be more proud of him and the agencies under the Mayor's Office of Transportation and Utilities, and they are all here today. And so without further ado, might I introduce those of you. I don't think there's anybody in the room actually who doesn't know John. May I have you welcome your friend, John Elfrey.
How do you do it, sir? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all very much, and thanks for coming out in this weather today. I really appreciate it. Mayor Nutter, Deputy Mayor Cutler, Managing Director Negrin, Deputy Mayors, Mr. Giacovini, my co-workers, those who nominated me for this award, and distinguished board members on the selection committee. And finally, the co-sponsors of this award, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Needless to say, I'm honored and deeply appreciative. And having worked with and been a friend of the Dilworth Award's first recipient, Carlton Williams, for several years, I must say it's a tough act to follow. When I started with the city 28 years ago as an account clerk in the revenue department, I never dreamed that one day I would be working in the deputy mayor's office, not to mention being honored with an award such as this. It's been a tremendous 28 years of learning, experiencing, and most importantly, serving those who live, work, and visit Philadelphia. That is why we who work in government are here, and it's something that I love doing. During my time serving under numerous mayors, commissioners, managing directors, and having worked with some of the finest individuals at all levels of government, and I stress all levels of government, I've tried to learn and take the best characteristic and work habits from all of them. They've helped me tremendously, made my job easier for the most part, and for that I am very grateful. I would like to offer a special word of thanks to Deputy Mayor Cutler for asking me to join my staff, sorry.
It's okay with me.
To join.
Hand it over.
Oh man, I'm in trouble now. Join her staff. Yeah, I know, I really screwed that one up. She is one of the finest people I know, both professionally and personally. Speaking of fine individuals, I'd also like to thank Tom Conway. I met Tom during the blizzard of '93, the Emergency Operations Center, and Tom and then Managing Director Estelle Richmond asked me to work for them in the Managing Director's office. To Tom and the staff for the numerous programs that you manage, many thanks. Andrew Stober and my co-workers in the Mayor's Office of Transportation and Utilities, you are a highly talented and motivated group. You believe in what you are doing, and that is very important. There's so many people I'm thankful to work with on a daily basis, such as Clarina Tolson, Mark Gale, Howard Newcraig, their deputies and staff, and not to mention the folks both within government and those outside of government. Their dedication, work ethic, and commitment to serving this city is unmatched. Mayor Nutter, thank you, sir. It's an honor and a privilege to work for you in your administration. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to work in the Deputy Mayor's office. I am and forever will be grateful.
To my loved ones, thanks to my mother and father who always taught me the value of hard work and provided me with a loving home. To my son, John, your mom and I couldn't be more proud and thankful for the man you've become and the loving son you are. To our daughter-in-law, Elizabeth, you're the best. We couldn't be happier that you're part of our family. Finally, to my wife, Kathy. Thanks for always being there, supporting and being there for me, for being there when I'm working long hours, getting calls in the middle of the night, and I'm on that BlackBerry even when we're sitting on the beach. And quite a few people in this room are guilty of emailing me when I'm on the beach. If not for you, I wouldn't be here. You're my partner and the love of my life. Again, thank you, everyone, and God bless you.
So just a couple last things. One quick story, and then we have the award, and then there's Ed Fisher brought over one of the other important components of the Richardson Dilworth Award, which is a great envelope. It's not so much the envelope that's so great, it's what's in it. You can get that envelope anywhere. So because John has been around for a while, and because he is so diligent in his work, we had to concoct I wouldn't say it was an elaborate scheme, but it was, it was okay for government work. So we scheduled this appointment in my office, and Deputy Mayor Cutler tells John that the mayor needs an update. Needs a full briefing on a very important issue that you've been working on. So, I mean, it's not like we never meet, but it's not, on a regular basis. So, John comes over, he's got this huge pack of stuff. Rob DeBow is probably not here. You know the kind of thing that Rob DeBow carries around? Everybody's seen the Rob DeBow package. It's just that John's is a lot neater, and his stuff is kind of all together, but it's about twice the size of what Rob is carrying. He is ready for a full briefing and presentation. So he comes in and he sits down, and I start asking him some questions about what he's supposed to brief me about, and we go through this thing. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm kind of sort of paying attention, but I really need to get to the punchline. So, I mean, this is clearly a briefing that is totally going to waste, because I just need to get through about 10 minutes of all this stuff so we can get to the real thing. So he's getting comfortable, he's getting in a groove, he's talking, and he says something at one moment about, and I've been in the government for a long time, and I said, here's the thing. You have been in the government for a long time, and there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about for a little while, and that's the fact that you're the 2013 Richardson Dilworth Award recipient. Stunned, and a little bit of the stuff in your eyes and all that. It was for us at least, it was a priceless moment. For you, it may have been something else. So, in any event, we had a good time. Here's the award. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It's a very nice award. It reads, Richardson Dilworth Award for Distinguished Public Service in Philadelphia, 2013 award presented to John Elfrey in recognition of the contributions of an outstanding City of Philadelphia employee whose work performance embodies excellence in public service, established by me, executive order, et cetera, selected by a distinguished panel of business, nonprofit, and community representatives. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And as they say on the award show, the envelope, please, there is only one name on here, and it's a pretty nice envelope. The award, because of our sponsorship, comes with it's a $5,000 award, and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, tax free. Right. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for caring about this great city. Another fine public servant in Philadelphia. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Oh, don't go anywhere. I did not read my notes as accurately as I should have. The chair of the selection panel. Joe, please.
You talk about being anticlimactic, but I'll be very brief. But on behalf of the selection committee, we want to extend our warmest congratulations to John. And we also want to thank all of those who participated in the process. We had over 169 applicants, and I can tell you that they were universally superb. And frankly, when I got down to 20 finalists, it was a very difficult decision. And I say that not to diminish the honor and the selection of John, but to enhance it, because there are many other city employees who have done wonderful things and deserve to be acknowledged. But when all was said and done, we thought that John's professionalism, I mean, he just is professional in the highest sense, and the continuity of services he stood out. And it was a unanimous decision, and so we're most honored to extend this recognition to John. Richardson Dilworth, his whole career as a Marine, as mayor, as district attorney, as city treasurer, and as president of the school board, his last official position, it was noted for his commitment to integrity and to merit. The people who served under Dick in the service and in government were all the very best. And those are the same values which Mayor Nutter has followed in his career and as mayor. And so we congratulate the mayor on his vision in keeping alive those traditions of integrity and merit. And the way that's done is naming the award in honor of Richardson Dilworth. He gave me my first job, so he's very special to me and always will be.
Richardson Dilworth gave him his first job, not me.
That's true. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is another step in your efforts to make Philadelphia not just good, but great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you. Keeps giving it back to me. I give it back to him because it really is yours. Thank you all. Seriously, thank you all for being here. And I know we're going to be up here, but please come up and see John and congratulate him. We're just excited for him. And please, one more round of applause for his family. Thank you. This.